Alright, I have two stories that both happened at the Horseshoe, Baltimore, about the same time. When things were coming out of quarantine, I was there September 2nd, 2020, and I was there 83 days. I left on the 83rd or 84th day. It was pretty close to Thanksgiving. So these are two of the good stories that happened there. The first, it was a late morning game. I was probably changing rooms, which is why I was there at 11. I think I was at this table at like 2 a.m. I went back to a room. I had to check out. I was back. This was the all-night table, so it was still going at like 11 a.m. We're playing. It's a pretty good game still. Some of the same people who were there when I was there at 2 a.m. And this guy I'd never seen before and never see again. This overweight black guy with a sweatshirt that says Drippin. You knew this was going to be great, however long he was at the table. So he comes, he buys in for 200. The first hand, I don't remember the hand, but the first hand, he gets all in against this older guy who's like 60 or 70. The older guy wins. He rebuys for 200, doesn't know how rebuys work. So through the masks and through the plexiglass, he's holding up $200, and he yells out to the older guy who just stacked him, "Hey yo, Pops, can I get 200? So the dealer got him the 200. He's dealt into his second hand. 5 people go to the flop on this hand. The flop was King 5-2. This guy's first to act, Drippin, is first to act, great nickname. He goes all in. The second guy snap calls. There's 3 people left to act, so this snap call should be pretty strong. The third guy folds, the fourth guy folds, the fifth guy folds. They show. Drippin has queen high on King 5-2. The guy who snap called has ace 7. He snap called with ace high, no draw, with 3 people left to act. I could understand doing that if it were heads up. There were 3 people left to act, and he was that confident. He got those 3 folds. He was ahead with his ace high, and Drippin did not improve. So he played 2 hands, lost 400 total, and that was it. Never saw him before, never saw him again. The next story reminds me of a Rounders line right at the end, where he's going through all the money he won in the heads-up game and all the people he had to pay back, and he says, "I'm right back to where I started with 3 stacks of high society." So there was a guy who was in the big blind, and he started the hand with $400. He gets all in. He has a full house. He loses. At the time, for like a couple weeks, there was a promo. If you lost with a full house, you got paid $200. So there were some requirements, like using both cards, other things. He met all the requirements. So he had $400 to start the hand, lost it all, but a $200 payout is coming. So the button moves. Now he's small blind. He tells the dealer, "Deal me in, my money is the money that the floor is about to bring over for losing with a full house, 200. So we deal him in. That hand starts, he has nothing in front of him. As the hand is going on, the floor brings over that $200. He gets all in that hand. So he gets all in for the 200 bonus payout and doubles that up to 400. So 1 hand ago, he started the hand with 400, went down to 0, got paid 200, and then doubled that back up to 400. And 2 hands later, he's right back to where he started with 4 stacks of red chips at the Horseshoe, Baltimore. So those were plenty of stories from the Horseshoe, Baltimore. Ton of stories from East Coast poker rooms, but those were 2 of the best in this morning on the staircase at Bally's as the sun is coming up in April.